name is Maria Gabriela. You listen?
Yeah, I can listen.
My name is Maria Gabriela, but you can call me Gabi. I am Brazilian. I was born in São Paulo. I am 44 years old. I live here in Portugal since 2020. I like to live here. I am a confectioner or baker. Now I am a relationship. In my free time, I like to do hiking, to meet places all around the Porto. I like to gym, to do exercise. I don't think about my family. I have two teenagers. No, I don't know. My students have I have na minha cabeça. My daughter esqueci como é que fala. 23 years old, my daughter, and my son 18. But my daughter lives here in Porto. My son living in São Paulo. That's it.
Okay.
I know it's about me.
Okay, that's interesting. I wouldn't describe them as teenagers because I got married with 22 years old. So probably, but for us, I have two daughters. But for us, they always are childrens, you know. So I got you. All right. And what about you, Osvaldo? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, for sure. Aleph and Gabi had been participating for some immersions of mine some these days. Well, I'm here since last year. I think about last year June, and I'm started as host here in last year August. I live.
So you complete 1 year of being a host?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me continue. And I live close to Campinas City, São Paulo State, with my wife and stepson, and I have two children as well. About my first marriage, and my leisure time, I really like to do different stuffs, learn different things. For example, yesterday I decided to try a kind of game, but related to a planetarium. So it was interesting to see some cosmic events in real time. Yeah, I don't know why, but I decided to put myself to this experience, and I really loved to observe um uh, who we are inside the universe. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. And what about you, Daphne? Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Yes, my name is Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I'm married. I don't have children, but I have two cats. I live in Glasgow City, in UK, and I like to go out at restaurants to try new recipes and foods. And I like to make new friends and to sing while I drink something or relax with my family.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Daphne, it's always good to have you be here. And what about you, Olive? Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Yeah. Hello everyone again. Good morning. My name is Alf Gomes. I'm 31 years old. I'm married. I am software engineer. I have a holder graduation in systems of internet, and I'm MBA in agile software engineer. I work with this for a decade, and the most important, I'm married and we have a baby daughter who is almost 2 years. Then I'm learning English to teach her because she's growing as a bilingual native, speaking Portuguese and English. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
All right, congrats. So, I'm a software engineer just like you. I work mostly with backend and PHP. So it's always good to have you have a colleague here to talk. Our
Osvaldo is also
Yeah,
is
Osvaldo.
software engineer.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's a lot of us here in Talk and Talk. And what about you, Lurian? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Luria. I'm 35 years old. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm about to complete 1 year and talk next month. It's nice because we can. I had a immersion about that. We have this about 1 year celebrate. 1 year of anniversary of our daughter or son, or maybe 1 year of when we complete 1 year about everything. And I'm trying to see my path here, my journey, and try to see the high points, the down ones too. And this is really amazing. I'm here for learning French, and now I'm starting Spanish from zero too. So let's see this. Thank you.
All right, thank you for sharing, Luden. And for me, I believe it's always good to celebrate those small achievements, like celebrate 1 year. I remember when I complete 100 immersions here in Talk and Talk, I make a party here in the immersion. I blow some sky paper and those things. It was awesome to me to celebrate. So congrats, Luden. It's I think we need to enjoy the happiness of achieving those moments anyway. Good morning, Yanka. How are you? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Morning. Congrats, Lodian. Well, my name is Yanka. I am 29 years old. I am a demographer and sociologist and populational data analyst. And I'm living in US nowadays, Philadelphia, doing part of my PhD in here. I am here in Talk and Talk since November 2023. I'm about to make 2 years, but well, in November, in some moment soon. And I decided to learn English because of my professional goals mainly. And yeah, I think it's that.
All right, thank you for sharing, Yanka. Um, okay, guys, so we need to adjust something here in our conversation. As you can see, you are crowd today, and this way we need to split us in two different rooms because we need to give space to everyone have time to talk. As you can see, took us a lot of time just to introducing ourselves. So in a small group will be better because you will have more time to talk because you are here to talk in English, to speak in English. All right. So if you received the invitation to move to another room, please accept it and then we can start. Okay, I shared the questions in the chat, but I will share again because I don't know if someone didn't receive. We can start. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Let me choose you, Osvaldo. Can you read and start the question number one, please?
Yeah, for sure, Carlos. Have you ever had an experience with volunteering, whether it was a formal event or an informal act of helping out? If not, is it something you've considered? Officially, I've never experienced being a volunteer, but I can see sometimes I like to help others that ask me for some help, especially related to my career. It's common someone send me a DM to ask about how was my beginning in this field, what stuffs learned deeply in what order and something like that. So I like to share my experience with these people. The most of case I don't know them, but for me, it doesn't matter. I just like to help others in these situations. And I've been considering to participate in some volunteer program. I don't know exactly why. I need to search a little bit more to define the what I would do. But yeah, I think that's it, Carlos.
All right, thank you. It's always good to help other people, and I have some experience like you. And what about you, Aleph? Did you have this kind of experience? What you can tell us about this?
Yeah, I had this experience a long time ago. I had the experience to help on a food bank, I guess. And it was an amazing experience because I could see people in different situations and like, it could help me to develop skills to help others and making a difference. I'm church, I'm Christian, and sometimes we had the food bank to help people that lives in the street, and yeah, that's it. So sometimes I had this experience. I Yeah, I think that is the most experience that I can stop.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Aleph. And what about you, Gabi? Did you have any volunteer experience in your life, or maybe something you can consider?
No, I haven't participated in voluntary in an organized way. Right now, my life is a process of healing way. I don't know say that word. And I can't comment, but I think the idea is wonderful and very meaningful. Understand?
Okay, that's interesting, and of course, we have space here to be or not to be a volunteer. But in my experience, it's not a formal way of volunteer, I think. But as Aleph mentioned, I'm a Christian, just like Aleph. and I have some experience helping other people in the church, so I can consider this a volunteer program, I think, because we help other people without asking for something in change. So I think it's good to us to evolve ourselves or something like this. For 8 years of my life, I was working with teenagers at the church, and that was a really happy part of my life, because teenagers, they are awesome, and people who say the opposite doesn't have good experience with teenagers. I know they can be really intense for good things, but for bad things, just like we probably you have listened that expression, aborrecente. But that's because they need help. And for me, it was a pleasure. I get in love with them. Oh, that sounds wrong. Let me correct. Um, I really like it to work with them and helping, choosing what they will do for working, the vestibular and those things. It was an amazing time in my life. Okay. uh, can be I get go to the jail if I said I got in love by teenagers. No, I'm married, so that's the confusion part of speaking another language. Anyway, I don't want to go to jail. Sorry. Let's. Oh my God. Sorry. Let's go to the question number 2. Aleph, can you start the question number 2, please?
Yeah. Why do you think people choose to volunteer? Is the main motivation to help a cause, to feel part of a community, to learn a new skill, or something else? Yeah, in my opinion, uh, some people want to volunteer to feel part of a community and to learn new skills. But in our case, we are church, we are Christian. um, I guess we can just help people and help to live the life that he's living right now. So I think I I was volunteered because everyone was going, so I'm going to. But then I understand the purpose, the goals, the objectives, and today I can help because I like it, I love it, and I can learn new skills. I can share knowledge. I can do some things that I can't in other space. So, and help people. Es- Seja, I don't know how to say this, seja oferecendo comida, doando roupa, and other things. But it's important and interesting to me. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Aleph. And what about you, Gabi? Question number 2.
I believe that the people um, volunteer for many reasons: to help a cause, feel part of a community, or learning something new. I personally, sorry. I personally find it inspiring to see how volunteering brings learning and connection.
Okay, thank you, Gabi. And what about you, Oswald? What do you think about the question number 2?
Yeah, I think the same thought of Gabi. In my point of view, depend of the person context, right? I've met some people that decided to volunteer at the first place to overcome a bad situation in their lives. I've met another ones that decide to do that only to help others. So depends of the context. In my opinion, it doesn't matter the reasons that you decide to volunteer. You will help others, and that will make difference in your life for sure. I'm saying that I've been saying that because my experience with a kind of volunteer to help people are starting their career. I remember I had a lot of a meeting with one of these guys to show how was my daily task, what stuffs I was working by the time, just to share minha empolgação, share my exciting to work in this field, and when I saw him getting his first job as developer because of mine, it was amazing because he told to me that, oh, I got my first job because of you. I really appreciated the everything you did for me, and it's amazing, you know. And I consider that's a kind of volunteer because I remember that guy had been lived in a bad mood by the time he had a lot of problem with his parents and the place that he lived by the time, and he could move away to another place because that job. So for me, I could change a life. So for me, that was uh, awesome to do that. And I can't imagine how impactful is to volunteer a big cause. A lot of people, like Aleph said.
All right, so you are this kind of guy who want to bring more people to be a software engineer, bring them to this side of the force. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. I did a little bit about that, but nowadays, I don't know why. I'm off from LinkedIn, so I get some time to rest, and I'm not in get in touch with those guys anymore, but this always good. Anyway, for me, the question number 2, I think people choose to be volunteer for a lot of reasons, just like you mentioned, guys. But I think the main one is because people are selfish. No, and when you realize you are selfish and you think about just about yourself, uh, have a good family, a good house to live, a safe place, and anyway, get comfort for yourself and for your family. And when you realize that, for me at least, I decide, oh, I can't enjoy this just for myself. I need to share a little bit with other people. So the reason was I was selfish, and I want to change this in my life and share a little bit. And that's the reason why I want to, I don't know, in the future when I get richer and having more time to do what I want to create a program to help teenagers learn how to code, because just like Oswald said, I think being a software engineer changed my life, and I want to share a little bit with the new generation. But in the future, I want to do that. I had a lot of plans, like asking people for old computers and bring the teenagers and other adults who want to learn how to programming here in my house and teach them. So one day I will do that for sure. Anyway, let's jump to the question. Let me check. Question number 3. Gabi, can you start this one, please?
Three, okay.
Can you read the question number 3 and then answer, please?
Okay. In what way can donating your time and the energy to a cause be more impactful than simple donating money? Okay. Donate time and the energy allows deeper involvement. You get to know people, understand real needs, and create human connection. Money alone cannot provide that.
All right. That makes sense, Gabi. Thank you. And what about you, Oswaldo?
Yeah, when we put energy for a cause, that's so much impactful, not only for us, but the other part for sure. Um, like you, Carlos, in the future, I intend to do these kind of things, help a lot of people, the big amount of people as possible. If like you mentioned, I need to have more time to do that because we know that we need to prepare the classes and something like that. And I enjoy what I do and I really like to share my experience. I'm not rich. I don't know if I'll get rich someday with this, but the most important thing is I enjoy doing what I do. So I like to share that for the most of people as possible. So I think that's much more impactful than you just donate a part of money. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you, Oswaldo. And what about you, Olive? What do you think?
Current, uh, in fact, helping with money uh, is is good, I guess. But I'm trying to help you with my time sometimes. I work with the I teach the youngers in my church also. As you said, you can create a new ways to them because someone will look to us that is a software engineer or growing the career or some in the life, and they inspiring in us, so I can help. And I guess it's also voluntary. Um, we can voluntary and teach them to grow and grow and grow. Um, yeah, I guess maybe I'm done with my thoughts, but I'm trying. I try every week, every month. Sorry, help people donating my time and my energy explain some things, aiding who wants help, and that's it. Not just money, but we need to go and do something. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Uh, I think I have a particular vision for this question because I think it's important to help in both ways. Of course, if you are helping with money, probably you want to spend time helping in I don't know in a real life situation. But if you are spending time helping other people, probably you do one, or I don't know. There are people who do both, helping with money and time. But I think both are important because if you are, I don't know, giving food to the homeless people, like Aleph mentioned, someone had to buy that food. So it's important to help with money. But if you just bought the ingredients to make a recipe, I don't know, to make food, we need someone to prepare this I don't know how to say refeição, this meeting. No, this food anyway. So both are important in my point of view. Yeah, right. Okay, let's go to the question number 4. Oswaldo, can you start the question number 4, please?
Yeah, for sure. If you had 1 month of free time to dedicate it to any cause in the world, what type of volunteer work would you choose to do and why? I truly believe in the education impact in people's lives, so I would spend time to. I don't like to say spend time, I prefer to say invest time. I would invest my time to teach and learn what I know. Of course, I consider myself um, a little not so. I don't have a lot of experience as developer, as I mentioned, but I can share something for someone. So I would spend to prepare classes, especially for people is trying to transitioning their career. That was my cause, my reason. I had no one to help me in this process, and it was hard. Of course, I've bought some courses by myself and study by myself. I didn't do any college about development, so study alone it was hard. It's hard to do in a lot of time. You have doubts and do you have anyone to ask? It's hard. So you don't have anyone to ask. It's difficult in this learning process. Because of that, I would invest my time in that. I truly believe that when we have a good good base education, we can achieve bigger things in our life. Because that I would invest my time doing that.
All right, thank you, Oswaldo. Sorry. And what about you, Aleph?
Is there 4 question? Yeah.
Question number 4.
Um, I think I I would like to work as a food bank, working as a food bank, I guess. Um, Teaching people about Jesus, that's my religion. So yeah, I think that I would like work this in my free time. I want to dedicate in that cause because there's a lot of people that doesn't have meal to eat and sleep in the street. And I guess I would try get a lot of clothes and make make meals to give to their people. Yeah, you understand?
Okay, thank you, Aleph. And what about you, Gabi? Gabi?
Um,
Okay.
at the moment, I think I don't have time, but I imagine I would choose to learn my gastronomic skill for children because it is my professional area.
Okay.
I think that's my my best. O meu melhor, dar o meu melhor. I think that's about this question.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Gabi. Probably if I had, I don't know, 1 month with free time, I would do something like Oswald said, trying to help or teach someone something, you know. I think it would be the best way to use this free time. And I don't know why. I had this experience a couple of days ago teaching other people, and it was a experience which I like a lot. And probably I will do this in the future again. Okay. Let's go to the question number 5. Gabi, can you start the question number 5, please?
Thinking about our local community, what are some of the areas where you believe volunteers could make the biggest positive difference? How I live in Portugal, I think here to answer the question, okay? In Portugal, I think volunteers can make a big difference in supporting the elderly, idosos, eu não sei falar, helping immigrants adapt, assist, assist, assist local school and contribute to social oh my God, to social so solidarity programs for vulnerable families. Family. Ai, sorry, entrou pessoas aqui.
No problem. No problem. And what about you, Oswaldo?
Yeah, I think it's
You.
important. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Gabi you want to say something, but go ahead, Oswaldo.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's important to evaluate the context, the place that you live, to decide or the best approach that you think about that. In my case, I think help people in a vulnerable situations, like Gabi said, could be important because I live in a countryside, and here there are some people that live on the streets with nothing to eat. So I think in my region, I would invest time to help people in a vulnerable situations like that. About people that are arriving from another regions here. Some years ago, I've helped uh, f- uh, Venezuelan family. I don't know how can I say família Venezuelana. I was in a bus station here close to where I live, and I found that family. It was a couple and two children, and he asked me to call for an Uber to go to a kind of place that help these people that are just joined from another countries. I forgot the exactly name, and I've realized that they had just asked for help, and I decided to help them. The interesting thing is that they paid the the run, the Uber, they paid. I thought that they wouldn't be able to pay that Uber, right? But they paid, and I could help because in that day I've discovered this kind of place. I had no idea that there is this kind of place in my city, for example. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Osvaldo. Always good help other people. And what about you, Aleph? Question number 5.
Oh, I agree with what Osvaldo said. Uh, Currently, we have a lot of some people in my district, I guess, or neighbor. I don't know what is the correct way. Uh, that lives in the street and there is nothing to it. And a lot of people try to help them, and it seems that they sometimes don't want to change their lives. So I guess we should try evaluate, yeah. Think if the people are interesting to change their life, because in the past I worked in other uh, volunteer project, and the people you could see that people wants to change their life, do you know? And it's when we arrive at the place, the people are smiling and happy because we arrived and we can help them. So in in some places it doesn't occur. It doesn't occur, and I guess it's necessary to look at people if they are really interested to change their life and how we can help they to achieve their goal. Yeah, yes.
All right. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, thank you, Aleph. Bom, but sorry. In my case, probably the area where we can help more here in my local community would be something related to people who live in the street, giving them food. And those days are colder, so probably helping them with blankets or a place to live, because I realize, I don't know why, but the number of people who are living the street in my city are growing, and I don't know the reason, but it's sad when you realize, I don't know, other people doesn't have a roof in their head to sleep. This is awful, and I don't know how we can help uh, those people, but it's something I try to don't look to other side when I saw someone this situation, because it's really hard. I live in the south of Brazil, so some days of the year we are getting temperature lower than 10 degrees, and this is really cold. I don't know if you ever experienced this kind of temperature, but it's hard to live in the street. So I think it's the most meaningful way to help. Okay, let's go to the question number 6. Oswaldo, can you start this one? And we are getting close to the end of our conversation. And next, I will ask to everyone to join the main room again. But let's start with the question number 6.
Yeah, for sure. People often talk about the helper's high, the positive feelings you get after doing something good for someone else. Is this an experience you can relate it to? Yeah, as I mentioned, I had this experience with an informal way, I would say. But I've talked about volunteer program with other people, and I was able to understand their feelings, you know. As I mentioned in another question before, I can't imagine how impactful is help a lot of people as possible. I think, yeah, that's it. I'd summarize my answer, and Carlos.
No problem. Thank you, Oswaldo. Sorry, I'm not. My voice is not good today. And what about you, Aleph? What you can say to us about the question number 6?
Yeah, I guess I had this experience, and I think the feeling is like a help. Oh, happy to because I aid someone. So yeah, I it is a good thing, a good feeling because we aid someone, and sometimes we can't change their life, the life of the people, of the person, but we are doing our best, and step by step the people can change their life. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Aleph. And what about you, Gabi?
I haven't experienced it. I haven't, but I think that when you help the other people uh, for love, for not when you don't not want in troca, tipo, uh, this is good. I think that it is good for you. I think I imagine because here in Portugal, um, the immigrant community is uh, we help it uh, together. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Gabi. Okay, we are full today again, and but I want to listen from the girls who was in the another room, Lurian, Yanka, and I don't know what happened with Daphne, but Lurian, Yanka, what you can say about this subject and how was the conversation in the another room?
It was amazing. I think we talk a lot about spending time, giving energy for someone just because we want without receiving anything. And we said about the when you just give money, of course it's important,